There's a new administration in Washington. What does that mean for your retirement account? There's a lot of uncertainty, and markets hate uncertainty. But if you qualify, you may be able to convert your retirement account into solid gold. Protect with a gold IRA this month, and Noble Gold will gift you with this stunning solid silver Apollo 11 commemorative coin from the U.S. Mint. Click on the link below or call 877-646-5346 to see if you qualify. Good evening. I'm still reporting on the coup. I've been wondering why Tesla, one of the nation's most volatile and surging stocks, suddenly took a tumble this week. What I had missed was Wednesday's story in the Washington Times, which has throttled down Elon Musk's SpaceX development of their Starship program, a new deep space reusable rocket ship. Why? The speculation is that Musk's Starship project has had as part of its goals to beat China to both the moon and Mars. Most people would think that the Starship reusable rocket program was another example of American engineering ingenuity that should be encouraged. The Trump administration had fully supported SpaceX to vigorously move ahead with its Starship program. SpaceX has led the way with reusable rocket engine design. They have already cut launching costs by a staggering 40%, and SpaceX rockets are entirely produced in the United States. In the words of the Washington Times story, President Joe Biden is making his space policy preferences increasingly clear. America will remain grounded for the time being. On January 28th, SpaceX put its new Starship rocket motor through another test. The objective was to achieve an altitude of about 7 miles, that's 10 kilometers, above the Earth, then return the giant rocket back to its launching pad for a soft vertical landing. Unfortunately, in one of SpaceX's rare failures, something went amiss and the SpaceX prototype crashed and exploded.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Starship climbing to 10-kilometer altitude. View on the right shows 3 Raptor engines burning. Everything continues to look nominal right now for the stage and for propulsion. T plus 3 minutes 20 seconds. We've shut down engine 2 on time. You saw that on the screen just a few seconds ago. Starship now climbing on the power of engine number 1, headed to the 10-kilometer altitude. T plus 4 minutes. Vehicle is at 10 kilometers. It is at apogee. We're continuing to throttle down engine number 1 to hold altitude. We're preparing for handover on the propellant tank. Four and a half minutes, we are handing off to the LOX tank. We are beginning to flip to horizontal. And the white cloud, the plume you were seeing was intentional. That is a liquid oxygen dump. We've now transitioned to horizontal and beginning the subsonic test portion of the flight, where we check out the aft and the forward flaps to hold the vehicle stability as we descend back to the landing pad.
Land intro.
6 minutes, 10 seconds into flight. We're down beneath 1.5 kilometers. We're preparing to restart 2 engines. flip the vehicle vertical, then transition to one engine for the landing burn.
Oh, I see. Let's get cameras up.
As you can see from the scene, we had, again, another great flight up to the 10-kilometer apogee. We demonstrated the ability to transition the engines to the landing propellant tanks. The subsonic reentry looked very good and stable like we saw again last December, so we've got a lot of good data on flap control. And again, we've just got to work on that landing a little bit, but we'll find out from the team as they go through the data. We were in contact with telemetry all the way down. So all told, another great, and a reminder, this is a test flight, second time we've flown Starship in this configuration. We've got a lot of good data, and the primary objective to demonstrate control of the vehicle in the subsonic reentry looked to be very good, and we will take a lot out of that. And with that, we're going to wrap up today's webcast. Thanks for logging on and watching, and we'll be back with another Starship in the near future.
The near future? Apparently not. The FAA brought the hammer down on Musk by ordering him this week to cancel any further Starship prototype tests. The FAA refused to cite a reason behind the order, canceling any further launches. According to Texas radio station KPRC, AM 950 out of Houston, Texas, the decision has put 50,000 good-paying jobs at risk in Texas. According to the Times story, it's likely that the FAA's decision to cancel further launches is part of a wider Biden administration effort to undo the Trump administration's vibrant space policy. Plus, former President Trump's space vision was explicitly aimed at countering advances made by China in space. This race not only includes a race to be the first to return to the moon, but even in the near future, this is a battle over whether the U.S. or China will be able to control the remaining vital, militarily important polar orbital paths around the Earth. If China wins this short-term race, the Chinese military would enjoy significant advantages over the American military for the foreseeable future. According to the Washington Times, the Biden administration's decision to increase regulations and slow down their operations, as evidenced by the recent Starship launch cancellation, will only help China in its ongoing mission to defeat America in the new space race. Obviously, last Tuesday, the new White House press secretary, Jen Psaki, didn't seem to appreciate the importance of the final frontier and the space force that President Trump stood up to secure it during his first term.
They asked whether the president has made a decision on keeping the scope of Space Force.
Wow, Space Force. It's the plane of today. It is an interesting question. I am happy to check with our Space Force point of contact. I'm not sure who that is. I will find out and see if we have any update on that.
I'm still reporting from just outside the citadel of American freedom. Good day. Every doctor on TV says that we all need to boost our immune systems. And STEM Enhance does that in a unique way by increasing blood levels of your own adult stem cells, the backbone of your immune system, by over 30% in just 1 hour. Click on the link in the description box below for details.